Brad Sugden. Not only is it the first day of summer, but it's what us meteorologists around the world and climate scientists call Show Your Stripes Day, and it's to bring awareness to climate change that's going on. So this day is a global awareness for climate change, and we use that by what we'll show you in just a second, called the Show Your Stripes images, which show how things are changing and warming over time. So each stripe that you're about to see is the average temperature over the course of 1 year. Anything on the red side means warmer than normal. Anything on the blue side means colder. And in 2022, the planet was 1.1 degrees Celsius warmer than the baseline, which was in the late 1800s to early 1900s. But that's important because that was also a La Nina year, the third one in the row, which kind of keeps the global temperatures cooler. Now, as we slingshot into an El Nino, we might hit the crucial point of 1.5 degrees Celsius, which very well might happen this year. So here's the famous stripes image that you're going to see. This is the global temperature starting in the 1800s, a little bit of a cooling period at times, and of course, as the climate change really started to accelerate and continues to accelerate, we've had some of the warmest years on record just in the last decade or two. So let's get a little more localized, right? We like to know how this affects us here at home. United States, obvious warming trend as well, going from the 1800s into the 2020s. The state of Michigan, even starting in the late 1800s. Sure, we had a couple warm years during the Dust Bowl, but notice as a whole, things definitely got warmer and warmer and warmer. And we've had some pretty big ups and downs, but that's also indicative of climate change across the planet. Lansing specifically, notice, when way back in the mid-1800s, temperatures cooler, warmer. We got way warmer. In fact, a little bit of a lull in the 1970s, which I'm sure a lot of folks remember, with more snow and colder temperatures then, but man, did it really accelerate over the last several years. So this has big impacts on us, and this is just for Lansing, but notice this trend in temperatures from the 1800s into the 2020s, and I put the trend line in red here in the middle. Definitely going up. We are averaging 3 degrees warmer now than we were back then. This is showing precipitation. So rainfall, snowfall, it's all added together, just precipitation. The trend line in the middle, very noticeable, right? That is also going up. And by the end here, we are averaging 3 more inches of rain per year because a warmer climate holds more water, and that's just the very basic scientific facts of it. So let's see how this impacts us here in Michigan. Specifically, this is on the michigan.gov website. Great Lakes can have more harmful algae blooms, especially down in Lake Erie. Water quality will suffer. Shipping seasons will technically get longer, but with more, weather, severe weather here and there might impact that a little bit. And of course, animal migrations will happen sooner and later when we have a warming climate. Longer growing season, okay, right? But it's not that easy as we're experiencing right now. Heat wave damage, violent temperature swings. We saw that in 2012. We had record warm in March, cold in April, killed the apple crop. Severe droughts and floods will also impact agriculture in addition to heat days. Winter wreck, obviously, shorter winters, right? So less skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, ice fishing, things like that. Therefore, economic harm. However, warmer Great Lakes water temperatures can increase lake effect snow. That's why I put an asterisk there, because system snow from the storm systems will likely decrease. In some areas, we'll see less lake effect snow eventually as well. Also, forest compositions. We're talking ecosystems now. We can have certain breeds of trees die out, or certain breeds and species of trees become more prevalent in areas that weren't there before because of a changing climate. Warm water fish, good news for them, obviously. Cold water fish, not great news there. Erosion and flooding also impact fish habitats. We have a lot more pollutants and sewage and things like that from flooding going out into the Great Lakes. Air pollution, air quality concerns. We're familiar with that lately, right? Wildfires, just air quality from ozone down at the surface. Warmer climate has more of that. So